How you doing? I was going to do this video completely fucking hammered, but I just don't have the time. I can't seem to synchronize the drinking with the making of the videos. So I'll just talk. I'll talk a few words about the boozing. When did I start drinking? Would have been probably no earlier than 18. Oh, actually, no, the very first drinking experience, yes, 16. Um, a bunch of friends all turned up at a friend's house. There would have been, what, about 8 of us? We would have all been about 16. And between us, we consumed, while the parents were away, a bottle of Brandivino. Brandivino. I don't even know what that fucking drink. I don't think I've even had it since then. I think it was like a real 70s sort of drink. And this would have happened in 1984 or some shit. I don't know. Who cares about numbers? Numbers are for people who don't drink or something. I don't know. But anyway, so all of us vomited. And I remember it becoming like a game or a sport. Like, hey, what's this? The best one was we somehow ended up out the front of the house. So we're actually in the street, and one guy, Gary, stands next to a car, and and does do that. That's right, and says, "Check this out," and vomits over the front of a car, the bonnet, the hood, just unloads this. Uh, it was everywhere, which was good, a good introduction to drinking. I guess the problem probably was that we were getting this bottle of spirits and just chug. We weren't mixing it with ice and maybe some fucking soda or dry ginger ale or whatever the fuck. Just boom, straight into our unprepared, youthful stomachs, which rebelled violently. So that was the first experience with drinking. And oh, that's what else happened. One of the dudes went missing, so we ended up sending out a search party. Well, we all went out searching the streets for one guy who'd gone missing. It turned out he'd gone upstairs to Steve's room and climbed under the bed and gone to sleep. So he couldn't have hidden himself any better. So we're all spastic drunk trying to find this guy. And that was what I like about that story, I guess, is just the empty suburban, just we've got no idea what we're doing. Please, someone entertain us. We're fools. You know, just that kind of wandering around, spewing, not a clue in our heads approach to drink. Oh, yeah, okay. Then there was another one after that. That's right. A bunch of us got on the train and went up to South Yarra, which is about a 40-minute ride away. And we drank between us a bottle of Bailey's Irish Cream in a playground, as I remember. And I went to work a couple of days later, and Robin, one of the ladies who worked in the fruit and vegetable shop, the greengrocer where I worked, lugging boxes and chopping watermelons, said, "Oh yeah, I heard about your little up in South Yarra, yeah." And I quizzed her, but she would never tell me how she worked this shit out. I never knew. That's the thing about being drunk. You think you're doing things and no one can see you. You think you're invisible when you are not. Over the years, I think I've learned to limit the shit I get up to while drinking, because I've worked out that even though I feel invisible and that I've got superpowers. It's not real, and I could end up hurting myself or beaten to a pulp or in jail or any of those things. Not that I mean, I don't actually. On the subject of the drinking, I've got to say, I tend not to get in a lot of trouble because I'm a happy drunk. It's always appalling when you're drunk yourself, and there's another guy. He's drunk, but he is fucked up. He's got an attitude. He's saying upsetting things to the people around him. He's trying to create tension and trouble and drama. And because you yourself are almost paralysed with poisonous fucking alcohol fumes, there isn't a hell of a lot you can do about it. So that's I see it's character building. If you, I find it, I like that. That's one of the things I even like about drinking. Really, I like the craziness. I like the lack of control, the loss of control. I like the freaking out. I like everything about it. Really. Well, I mean, I should like it because I drink every day. I wouldn't say I drink, to. I don't get off my fucking skull every day. I don't get messy drunk every day. I get just drunk enough to dull the pain. What am I talking about? I'm talking about drinking. It's actually a funny one to talk. Oh, you've got to look up modern drunkard, moderndrunkard.com, MODERNKARD.com. It's a magazine about drinking and drinkers, and I found it to be a remarkable discovery. And I actually suggested it to friends of mine who are drinkers, but who are probably, unlike myself, actual piss heads, right? A lot closer to being genuine alcoholics. And they weren't interested. And I thought about that, and I thought, oh, I know what it is. You guys feel guilty about drinking. I don't. That's not a feeling I encourage in myself. Guilt. I would prefer to celebrate it. I remember saying to my father several years ago, I said, Dad, this is why we're having a drink. I said, I like the feeling of being drunk. It makes me feel good. I like drinking. And he just simply smiled at me and said, that's fucking great. I don't think it's something that drinkers say enough. I enjoy this. I like doing this. It's a good thing. Drinkers will talk about how drunk they got. They'll talk about, oh man, I was so fucked up. That's different. That's I don't know what that is. Oh, I was off my fucking guts, man. No, the celebration. The celebration is important, I feel. I don't know if this is, actually haven't had a chance to watch any of the Five Awesome Drunks videos. I realise that kind of lack of community spirit is what pisses some people off on the YouTubes about me, but I'm just fucking busy. I'm a content creator. I'm not much of a content consumer. I don't have the time. I'm too busy drinking. Oh, well, no, here's how it works. I work my 8 hours a day, and then in the evening, I commence drinking, and I like that work beer balance that I've got going. Which and I've got a third activity, sleeping. But in the 8 hours, I get a lot done, and actually it reminds me there's an excellent Australian comedian, and I remember going to see her do her stand-up comedy act, and she said, "What did she say? So I do three things: I drink, I work, I watch movies." And I thought, wow, that's the life for me. Drinking, watching movies, working. I think the drinking makes the work possible, frankly. Anyway, that's a few words from me about from myself about drinking. I hope that wasn't some hideously boring extravaganza of nothingness. I hope that something happened. I hope that I shared. I hope we all grew a little. Um, I hope I shut up now. Finding the button. There it is.